That was the Gloucester Wassail sung by the Cardiff Festival Choir on the CD Vaughan Williams' Christmas Carols. The song is a traditional English wassail carol collected by Ralph Vaughan Williams. I am Karen Ellery and your host for Wassail All Over the World. This is KFAI and you are listening to this week's installment of the WAVE Project. So it's time to wassail all over the town. Sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? But have you ever wondered what exactly wassail is? Well, as you've heard, it's a song. And it's a drink. And a toast. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, it's also a carousel, riotous festivity, or revelling. So it's not just a noun or even several nouns. It's a verb. You may yourself have wassailed or been wassailed by others. Wassailing is a centuries-old tradition. It is also a modern, living celebration practiced by people all over the world, as well as people right here in the Midwest. It is a social custom and a recipe for finding warmth and light in the coldest, darkest time of the year. Much of what I've learned about wassail came from Conrad Blady's wonderful Wassail website, as well as his booklet, Do the Wassail, and his more comprehensive 5-volume book of wassail. At the end of the program, I'll tell you how to find them. I will also be giving you a recipe to brew your own wassail, so be sure to grab a pen and paper and keep them handy. But first, a little more of the musical wassail.
Good master and good mistress, as you sit by the fire, one halfpenny or one penny, as much as we desire. All enjoy, all enjoy. We hope you will remain. All enjoy. A bit of your good victuals, mum, and a drop of your good beer. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We'll send you a Happy New Year. All enjoy, all enjoy. We hope you will return. All enjoy. Happy Christmas.
You've been listening to the Atterbury Wassail from the Etchingham Steam Band self-titled CD. Though most folks now know wassail primarily through music, it actually began as a greeting. The word stems from two words of Middle English, wassail, which in turn came from the Old Norse veshail, and can be translated as be well. So even in its earliest incarnation, it was something positive, inviting, encouraging. The custom was carried to England by the Danes and is mentioned in the 8th century epic poem Beowulf, which is itself one of the earliest known works in English. As it was described in more detail in the 13th century legend of Vortigern and the Princess Rowena, the custom proceeded as follows. One person greeted another with wassail or be well, and the person thus greeted responded drink hail. It's pretty easy to see how the greeting evolved into a toast, and in turn the toast became associated with the drink as well as the bowl out of which it was quaffed.
A wassail throughout all this town. Our cup it is white and our ale it is brown. Our wassail is made of the good ale and true. Some nutmeg and ginger, it's the best we can brew. For the doll, for the doll, the doll, for the doll, the doll, for the doll, the dee. For the darrow, for the daddy, sing to rely now. Our wassail is made of the elderberry bough, and so my good neighbor will drink unto thou. Besides all of that, you'll have apples in the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the dee. Fall the darrow, fall the daddy, sing to ride. Oh, we hope that your apple trees prosper and bear, so that we may have cider when we call next year. And where you've one barrel, we hope you'll have 10, so that we may have cider when we call again. Fall the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the dee. Fall the darrow, fall the daddy, sing to ride. Oh, we know by the moon that we are not too soon. We know by the sky that we are not too high. We know by the stars that we are not too far. We know by the ground that we are within sound. Fall the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the dee. Fall the darrow, fall the daddy, sing to ride. Oh, wassail throughout all this town. Our cup it is white and our ale it is brown. Our wassail is made of the good ale and true. Some nutmeg and ginger, it's the best we can brew. Fall the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the doll, fall the doll, the dee. Fall the darrow, fall the daddy, sing to ride. Oh.
That was Magpie performing the Gower Wassail on their CD Last Month of the Year. A little bit more about wassail bowls. They are traditionally made of wood, usually carved and sometimes trimmed with silver. According to the carols, any of a variety of woods might be used, including green maple, white maple, maypole, mapling, motling, mulberry, rosemary, ash, oak, and sycamore. In the 17th century, there was quite a vogue for bowls made of lignum vitae because it was believed that the wood imparted health-giving qualities to the drink. Historically, they may also have been ceramic or even tin, anything that was sturdy and large enough. Wassail bowls were often shared among a party of drinkers, and a young lady might coyly kiss the bowl before passing it on to someone she fancied. To make them festive, ribbons and a variety of evergreens were used to decorate the bowls, and some were many-handled and quite elaborate.
Oh, a lily, white lily, oh, lily, white pin.
Please to come down and let us come in. Lily, oh, lily, white smock. Please to come down and pull back the lock. Our wassail, jolly wassail. Joy come to our jolly wassail.
How well the May bloom,
How well the May bear, so we may have apples and cider next year.
oh, master and mistress, how are you within?
Please to come down and pull back the pin. Our wassail, jolly wassail. Joy come to our jolly wassail.
How well the May bloom,
How well the May bear, so we may have apples and cider next year.
there was an old farmer and he had an old cow.
Would sell to milk her, he didn't know how. He put his old cow down in his old barn, and a little more liquor won't do us no harm. Ah, me boys' arm, ah, me boys' arm, and a little more liquor won't do us join her next year. For the ringles and the jingles and the tenor of the song goes merrily, merrily, merrily. For the tenor of the song goes merrily.
Hatfuls, capfuls, 3 bushel bagfuls, little heaps under the stairs.
Hip, hip, hooray!
You've just heard the Wattersons singing the Apple Wassail, which can be found on their For Pence and Spicy Ale CD. This is KFAI Radio's WAVE Project. The custom of wassailers and wassailing, that is a group going from door to door singing and drinking to the health of those they visit, is first recorded in 1555, but it is probably much older. By the 19th century, the custom was well established in England. It had evolved into a kind of luck visit, a blessing on the home and its occupants, as well as general alcohol-fueled merriment. In some places, the wassailers would bring their own drink and share it, for a fee, with the householders. In others, the wassailers would expect to be treated to drink, food, and sometimes money by the folk within. If they were not well treated, they could become boisterous, insulting, or even violent, so it was usually best to give them something. It also afforded an opportunity for everyone to inject a little warmth and cheer into the long, cold nights before the return of the sun at solstice. Today, we are fortunate to have our very own group of wassailers here in the studio. Local folk group Bardz at Large have joined me this morning to perform a few songs and give us a taste of what it's like to be wassailed. Take it away, Bardz.
Here we come a-wassailing among the leaves of green, and here we come a-wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too, and God bless you and send you a happy new year, and God send you a happy new year. We are not daily beggars who come from door to door. We are your neighbor's children whom you have seen before. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too, and God bless you and send you a happy new year, and God send you a happy new year. We have a little purse made of ratching leather skin. We want a little sixpence to hide it well within. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too, and God bless you and send you a happy new year, and God send you a happy new year. God bless the mister of this house, likewise the mistress too, and all the little children who round your table go. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too, and God bless you and send you a happy new year, and God send you a happy new year. A wassail, a wassail, a wassail we begin, with sugar, plums, and cinnamon, and other spices in. With a wassail, a jolly wassail, and may joy come to you, and to our wassail. Good master and good mistress, as you sit by the fire, consider us poor wassailers who travel through the mire. With a wassail, a jolly wassail, and may joy come to you, and to our wassail. We'll cut a toast around the loaf and set it by the fire. We'll wassail bees and apple trees unto your heart's desire. With a wassail, a jolly wassail, and may joy come to you, and to our wassail. Our purses they are empty, our purses they are thin. They lack a little silver to line them well within. With a wassail, a jolly wassail, and may joy come to you, and to our wassail. Hang out your silver tankard upon your golden spear. We'll come no more a-wassailing until another year. With a wassail, a jolly wassail, and may joy come to you, and to our wassail.
Thank you. that was wonderful! Becca and Graham Leathers of Bardz at Large performing the traditional songs Here We Come A-Wassailing and The Sugar Wassail. Our bards will be returning a little later with some more modern wassails. I've talked a bit about two of the best-known wassail traditions, wassailing in the hall with its toasts and the passing of the wassail bowl, and wassailing in the village, with wassailers going door to door providing entertainment and requiring hospitality from the folk indoors. There are other kinds of wassail celebrations, including an entire tradition of mummers and mumming plays. But the best known of the other forms of wassailing is probably wassailing in the orchards. The custom varies slightly depending on where it is being celebrated, but most follow a similar pattern. On a winter night, most likely Old Twelfth Night, the owner of the orchard and others from the neighboring farms and towns gather to ensure a good harvest of fruit for the next year. Fires are lit in the orchard, sometimes with wood from poorly producing trees, which was considered incentive for those left standing. Cider might be poured directly onto the trees or earth, or onto apple cakes, which are placed on the earth at the roots of the tree, or onto cloth that are then tied onto the bare winter branches. Traditional songs, poems, even dances might be performed to assure the trees of their importance to the community and encourage them to bear well. In some areas, the custom is known as howling and might involve banging pots and pans and discharging firearms among the trees to make enough noise to scare away evil spirits. For decades, the custom has been dying out, but in the past few years, more and more orchards are returning to it, and not just those in England. Earlier this month, I attended an orchard wassail in Maiden Rock, Wisconsin. Much cider was drunk by the wassailers, but some of it made it onto the trees, and I hope that the tribute of wassail, both liquid and lyric, will help their apple trees prosper and bear. That was the Apple Tree Wassail by the Christmas Revels from their CD of the same name. Regardless of where they are performed, hall, village, or orchard, all wassail songs share common elements. Of the dozens that have been collected from all over the British Isles and beyond, some are better and some less well known. A few are primarily religious in nature, but most are heartily secular. They share lyrics, sometimes even tunes. For example, many of you probably noticed that the tune for Sugar Wassail, which you heard earlier from Bardz at Large, is essentially the same as that of the more commonly known carol, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. And one of the oldest known songs found in England, the 13th century Anglo-Norman carol, Seigneurs aurait entendu à nous, is actually a wassail song with lyrics that have been translated and borrowed by later wassails and Christmas carols. The most persistent similarities within the canon of wassail songs are the thematic elements that appear again and again. First of all, there are the wassailers, traveling through the dark night, cold, poor, hungry, and definitely thirsty. They may address themselves to the master and mistress of the household, who would be sitting by a good fire, or the wassailers may appeal to the kind maid of the home, who would surely open the door to them and not leave them out in the cold. Of course, there is the drink, the actual wassail. Then there is the bowl from which the wassail is drunk. Sometimes there is a butler who brings the wassail and who is exhorted to be sure to bring out the good stuff. Food is often requested, such as bread, cheese, and apples, and sometimes money. Finally, a blessing is bestowed upon those within, and sometimes their crops and even livestock, in return for the kindness shown to the wanderers.
Lordings, listen to our lay. We have come from far away to see Christmas. In this mansion we are told, in his yearly feast doth hold, 'tis today. May joy come from God above to all those who Christmas love. May joy come from God above to all those who Christmas love. Lordings, wicked men eschew, in their never shall you view aught that's a good. Cowards are the rabble rout, kick and beat the grumblers out to grace the day. May joy come from God above to all those who Christmas love. May joy come from God above to all those who Christmas love. Lords, by Christmas and the host of this mansion, hear my toast, drink it well. Here then I bid you all wassail, cursed be he who drink ale well, not to say. May joy come from God above to all those who Christmas love. May joy come from God above to all those who Christmas love.
That was Lordings Listen to Our Lay, performed by Joglaresa on the CD In Hoary Winter's Night. Belinda Sykes has put music to the most faithful translation of the oldest English drinking song, the Anglo-Norman wassail Seigneurs auraient entendez à nous. Stay tuned for more music and wassail. We'll be back right after this quick break for station identification.
Da 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 da.
Freedom.
Da.
Freedom, I need this by 10 o'clock.
Yeah, boss. Whatever.
Want to continue listening to KFAI while away from your radio, laptop, or desktop computer? Download the free mobile KFAI community radio app for
iPhones, iPads,
and Android devices available at your app store.
With the mobile app, you can live stream KFAI's on-air broadcast.
Or bookmark your favorite on-air and web exclusive programs for later.
Want to check out something real? It's Jazzed Up in Bonkers on KFAI.org. It's a web exclusive show.
Comedy and rock and roll, all kinds of crap.
What more do you need? It's like a real radio show.
Comedy, rock and roll, and much, much more.
We're going to have fun times. We're going to have fun guests. We're going to have...
It's almost like the internet. I mean, it's almost like the radio, but different.
It's almost like a really good
I'm
internet.
so sick of the internet. Me too. Let's get out of here. Remember, Jazz Up and Bonkers at KFAI.org, a web-exclusive program.
Org stands for It's on a Computer.
You're listening to Fresh Air Community Radio, KFAI, 90.3 FM Minneapolis and 106.7 FM St. Paul. Radio without boundaries.
Here we
come a wassailing among the leaves of green, and here we come a wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and your wassail too. God bless you all and send you all a happy new year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year.
A wassail ball is made on the rosemary tree, and so is your beer on the best barley.
Love and joy come to you, and your wassail too. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year. Call up the butler of this house, put on his golden ring, and bring us out a drop of good beer, the better we shall sing. Love and joy come to you, and your wassail too. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year.
We are not daily beggars that to beg from door to door, but we're your neighbor's children that you have seen before.
Love and joy come to you, and your wassail too. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year. God bless the master of this house, the mistress also, and all the little children that round your table go. Love and joy come to you, and your wassail too. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year.
We've got a little purse and it's made of leather skin, so give us a handful of your cash to line it well within.
Love and joy come to you, and your wassail too. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year. Good master and good mistress, while you're sitting by your fire, pray think of us poor children out a wandering in the mire. Love and joy come to you, and your wassail too. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. God bless you all and send you all a Happy New Year.
That was the Derwent Wassail from the group Noel Sing We Clear on the CD of the same name. Welcome back to Wassail all over the world. My name is Karen Ellery, and I am your host for the second half of the WAVE Project on KFAI Radio. While wassail has an ancient history in England, it has also been a tradition here in North America for a long time. It came across the Atlantic with the English settlers, and there are accounts of wassailers wassailing as far back as 17th century Salem and colonial Williamsburg. The song you are about to hear is American, in essence a homegrown wassail.
We see you were sitting at the
You've just heard the Christmas Rebels performing the Kentucky Wassail from their CD Wassail. Just in case all this talk of drinking is making you thirsty, I think it's time to give you that wassail recipe I promised earlier in the show. There are even more ways to make wassail than there are songs to sing about it, but the general rule is that it is a hot, alcoholic drink made with spices and fruit, with either wine, ale, or hard cider as a base. This particular recipe calls for ale and wine. Got your paper and pen handy? Okay, if not, I will tell you later where to find this online. Recipe for 1 wassail bowl, which makes 25 servings. Ingredients: 12 small apples, 6 whole cloves, 6 allspice berries, ½ teaspoon ground cardamom, 2 cinnamon sticks, 1 inch peeled fresh ginger, 2 liters of ale, 1 bottle that's 750 milliliters of dry sherry, honey or sugar to taste. And if desired, you may want some slices of orange or lemon for decoration. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees, then bake the apples whole for 20 minutes until they're tender but still holding their shape. In a large saucepan, combine spices and 1 liter, that's half of the ale. Bring to a bubbling heat and then simmer slowly for 10 minutes. Strain the spices out of the mixture, return it to the pan, stir in remaining ale and sherry, sweeten to taste, and bring to a simmer. Serve in a heat-resistant punch bowl with the apples floating on top, or add some slices of lemon and orange if you want to dress it up with some color. Now, if you want to go for an extra medieval touch, take your 4-quart heat-resistant punch bowl, beat 6 pasteurized raw eggs until thick and lemon-colored. Gradually beat in the hot ale that you've prepared in the way that I just told you, and float the apples on top. 2 other things you should know about wassail the drink. Traditionally, sweet cake or fine, heavy white bread was dipped into or floated on top of the wassail bowl, then eaten. This may be how the word toast came to be associated with the custom of a pledge or salutation before drinking. Also, if you go looking for wassail recipes on your own and you come across the term lamb's wool, it is referring to the toasted crab apples that were often floated on top of the hot drink. The hissing pulp that burst from the hot apples somewhat resembled the wool of young lambs. So now you've heard how it started, how it's done, and how it's drunk. Do you think you might be ready to do a little wassailing yourself? You wouldn't be alone. People all over the world go out wassailing or hold wassail events. You could start your own group, brew up a bowl of wassail, gather some friends, make some toasts, and sing some of the traditional songs you've already heard this morning. You can even make up new ones. Here again is the wonderful group you heard earlier, Bardz at Large, to sing a few original wassail songs for us. Hi guys, what are you going to play first?
Well, hi Karen. Since we've already heard a wassail from Kentucky, I thought your listeners might enjoy it. One from another state, one that's a little further away and a little warmer to think about. This is a brand new song with words by Karen Ellery and music by Kevin Carnahan. It's called the Waikiki Wassail.
As the nights grow long and bright, with the Honolulu lights, 'tis the season then to be wassailing through Waikiki. From the banks of Alawai to old Diamond Head so high, we'll be singing as we roam the streets of our Oahu home. With the Waikiki wassailers, here we come, fill our coconuts with pineapple and rum. See the palm trees gently swaying, hear the ukuleles playing, hiwa-hiwa songs of mirth, and a wish for peace on earth. Welcome our kanika pila, share with us your manapua, as in Makahiki days, and your
Why is the rum gone? That was wonderful. Thank you guys so much. We've got, oh, Graham, did you have something else?
Yeah, we've got one more modern wassail here. Where did it go?
Here we go. Written by Sid Kipper, otherwise known as Chris Sugden. In keeping with a sense of seasonal merriment, I believe this is rather a send-up of more traditional songs and customs, yet remains true to the spirit of wassailing. And as soon as we get our other instrument back here, we're going to hear the Death or Glory Wassail. Here we go.
Wassail, wassail, we know you're about, though you sit in the dark and pretend that you're out. If you're thinking of calling the police to give chase, just who do you think is singing the bass? Wassail, wassail, all over the town, we are the wassailers of fame and renown. Open your doors and fill up our cups, or we'll sing through your letterbox until you cough up.
Wassail, wassail, all over your garden. If we've done any damage, then we beg your pardon. We're sorry to call upon you so late, but we had to pick the lock on your gate.
Wassail, wassail, all over your town, we are the wassailers of fame and renown. Open your door and fill up our cup, or we'll sing through your letterbox until you cough up. Wassail, wassail, so you may believe 'tis more blessed to give than it is to receive. The more that you give, the more blessed are you. The more we receive, the less damage we'll do. Wassail, wassail, all over the town, we are the wassailers of fame and renown. Open your door and fill up our cup, or we'll sing through your letterbox until you cough up.
Wassail, wassail, with a crisp 10-pound note, we can all drink your health down at the Old Goat. If you haven't a 10 or 2 fivers will do. If not, things don't look very healthy for you.
Wassail, wassail, all over the town, we are the wassailers of fame and renown. Open your door and fill up our cup, or we'll sing through your letterbox until you cough up. Wassail, wassail, all over for now. Now you've seen sense, we will make no more row.
Peace be upon you all at your repose, and we'll come more nigh you until the pubs close.
Wassail, wassail, all over the town, we are the wassailers of fame and renown. Open your door and fill up our cup, or we'll sing through your letterbox until you cough up.
That was wonderful. Thank you guys so much. You can, that was the Bardz at Large performing Death or Glory Wassail. KFAI listeners can find that song on the Sid Kipper Dave Berlin CD, Boiled in the Bag. Before you go away, Bardz, I just wanted to ask if you also have a CD that listeners can buy?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we do. And you can order a copy through Facebook. You can like Bardz at Large on Facebook.
Excellent. What's the title of the CD?
The title of the CD is Bardz at Large, Greybeard and Marge.
Fantastic. Thank you, Graham and Becca Leathers, also known as Bardz at Large, and you are listening to the WAVE Project on KFAI Radio. Well, listeners, before you move into the kitchen to brew up a lovely bowl of wassail and then march out into the night singing with your friends, I have one more bit of trivia for you. Although I'm encouraging any and all of you to go out and wassail on any evening you're inclined, you should know that there are some dates on which wassailing is expected. The custom may be practiced on St. Thomas's Day, which actually was yesterday, December 21st, also usually the date of winter solstice. Wassailing might also occur on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. However, it is most traditionally associated with January 5th, Epiphany Eve, or, as it is sometimes called, Wassail Eve. This is the night before the ancient holiday of Twelfth Night, which has a host of traditions of its own. English poet Robert Herrick immortalized a typical celebration with its election of a bean king and queen and the making and drinking of wassail in his poem Twelfth Night. Now the mirth comes with a cake full of plums, where beans the king of the sport here. Besides, we must know the pea also must revel as queen of the court here. Begin then to choose this night as you use, who shall for the present delight here, be king by the lot, and who shall not be 12th day queen for the night here. Which known, let us make joy sops with the cake, and let not a man then be seen here who unurged will not drink to the base from the brink, a health to the king and the queen here. Next crown the bowl full with gentle lamb's wool, add sugar, nutmeg, and ginger, with store of ale too, and thus must you do to make the wassail a swinger. Give then to the king and queen wassailing, and though with ale ye be wet here, yet part ye from hence as free from offence as when ye innocent met here.
Now Christmas is coming and New Year begin. Pray open your door and let us come in with our wassail, 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 and joy come to our jolly wassail. This ancient old house we will kindly salute. It is an old custom you need not dispute. With our wassail, 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 and joy come to our jolly wassail.
We hope that your apple trees prosper and bear, and bring forth good tidings when we come next year.
With our wassail, 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 and joy come to our jolly wassail. We hope that your barley will prosper and grow, that you may have plenty and more to bestow. With our wassail, 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 and joy come to our jolly wassail.
That was the Christmas Revels again, performing the Cornish wassail on their CD Celtic Feast of Song. One last wassail treat for us, read by Graham Leathers. So Graham, you're an actor as well as a musician.
Oh yes, I multitask. So. Yes, I'd like to read a little excerpt from the Charles Dickens novel, The Pickwick Papers, chapter 28, that describes how a wassail bowl was enjoyed in the days when Dickens was young. When they all tired of blind man's buff, there was a great game at snapdragon, and when fingers were burned with that, and all the raisins were gone, they sat down by a huge fire of blazing logs to a substantial supper, and a mighty bowl of wassail, something smaller than an ordinary washhouse copper, in which the hot apples were hissing and bubbling with a rich look and a jolly sound that were perfectly irresistible. "This," said Mr. Pickwick, looking around him, "this is indeed comfort." "Our invariable custom," replied Mr. Wardle. "Everybody sits down with us on Christmas Eve as you see them now, servants and all, and we wait. And till the clock strikes 12 to usher Christmas in and beguile the time with forfeits and old stories. Trundle, my boy, rake up the fire." Up flew the bright sparks in myriads as the logs were stirred. The deep red blaze sent forth a rich glow that penetrated into the farthest corner of the room and cast its cheerful tint on every face. "Come," said Wardle, "a song, a Christmas song. I'll give you one in default of a better one." "Bravo," said Mr. Pickwick. "Fill up," cried Wardle. "It will be 2 hours good before you see the bottom of the bowl through the rich deep colour of the wassail. Fill up all around, and now for the song." Thus saying, the merry old gentleman in a good, round, sturdy voice commenced without more ado. This song was tumultuously applauded, for friends and dependents make a capital audience, and the poor relations especially were in perfect ecstasies of rapture. Again was the fire replenished, and again went the wassail round.
A whistle, a wassail about our town. The cup it is black and the ale it is brown. The
it is made of the mulberry tree. So here, my good fellow, we'll drink unto thee. Here's to the quick and to the white horn. Pray God send the master a good crop of corn, both wheat, rye, and barley, and all sorts of grain. So here, good fellow, we'll drink to thee again. If your missus or master, they be not at home, or if they be abroad, God send them safe home. For if they be at home, let them live at their ease. So fetch out the white loaf and the whole cheese. Come on, you pretty maidens, and reel on your pins. Pray open the door and let the wassailers in. Or if you be maidens, or if you be none, pray don't let the wassailers stay on the cold stones. For if you be maidens, or if you be none, pray don't let the wassailers stay on the cold stones.
That was Puzzle Jug's rendition of the Brockwire Wassail from their CD Let Us Be Merry. I have many people to thank for their assistance with this morning's program. First and foremost, Wassail scholar Conrad Blady. You can find out more about Wassail on his website, www.cblady, that's cbladey.com/wassail.html, or by searching for Wassail Epicenter. Another excellent website with much information about wassails and wassailing is www.hymnsandcarolsofchristmas.com. Thanks also go to the folks at www.mudcat.org, an amazing resource for folk musicians, and those at www.thelionspart.co.uk, where, under the Twelfth Night section, I found the great wassail recipe I read for you earlier. I would also like to thank my husband, Kevin Carnahan, my wonderful technicians for this morning's show, and our very special guest this morning, Becca and Graham Leathers of the folk group Bardz at Large. You can find out more about them and their CD and upcoming performance dates on Facebook. Finally, I'd like to thank all the folks here at KFAI for their help and support, and you, the listeners, for joining me this morning. My name is Karen Ellery, and if you have any questions or comments about this show, you can email me at themadblonde@yahoo.com. That's THEMADBLONDE@yahoo.com. This has been the WAVE Project, KFAI's community access program. In the words of that ancient toast, be well, wassail.
Here's Higham on the hill, and here's Stoke down in the vale. Wyken has the buttermilk, Hinkley has the ale. But give us all an orchard and apples by the pound, and bring us in your cider, we'll wassail through the town. But don't bring us in no white ale, don't bring us in no brown, don't bring us any whiskey, for we will knock it down. But bring us in good cider and a bit of solid cake, and we'll toast you our wassail, the best that we can make. The bullock lads of Hinkley are coming through the town, and with the plough behind them, they walk the country round. They stop at every alehouse and they drink when they are dry, the bravest in the county that no one can deny. wassail call to bring good cheer to you. I'm hang among the branches out in the orchard tree, the tall sats dipped in cider upon this New